Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. A huge division rivalry game on tap for us in this one. And here's a guy expected to carry a lot of the load for his team on the ground against one of their biggest enemies. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly...
They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 96 yards. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 104. Now the fourth-year punter from Appalachian State, that's Sam Martin on to kick. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's got some space here. The 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they...
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. On his way to a... So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. They've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Vikings find a way. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a signal. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. Another stiff arm.
Boy, that's effective, isn't it?
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a big-time run right there. And right now, he is in a groove. He is locked in, and all he wants is the football. But it's not just him. He's locked in really well with his offensive line. They're motivated now to continue to fire out and find some gaps and some creases for him to run in. And guess what? If he continues to do this, they can take it and traverse it all the way downfield because he wants to finish in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one into the end end zone for a Viking touchdown. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage side. They said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, extending the NFL record with his 8th touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very...
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Shattering the NFL. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there, making a mockery. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And partner, are you? Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Let's go, guys.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Uses the stiff arm. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went.
There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it all.